I'm sorry about that first video. I owe you better. I was in a rush to get one out because I kept talking about doing one, and I rushed that one, and I'm sorry. I want to make a couple things clear. I first just tried to do a video, and I was way too showy. I don't want to be the guy that comes to you going, I got a great new video for you guys, here we go. All you got to do is blah, blah. I don't want to do that, okay? I want to be real with you. I want to talk to you like if you and I were right here talking. This is how I'm going to talk to you, okay? Second of all, you did get to see me at my worst, and that was certainly my worst. Especially given that I'm in a lot of pain. I was pushing myself, and I had already tried to record a video that I had shared with a small group of people who were so kind to give me feedback. People I didn't even expect feedback from gave me incredible feedback, so thank you for that. So here, let me give a fun story for you as my apology. So I am a teen, and I don't have a lot of friends at this time. That's a story for another time. But a friend of mine turns me on to pro wrestling hotlines. Now, what this was, it was teens calling up and using pagers as like hotlines. And you would call up numbers that were 800 numbers. Like mine was 1-800-SONIC-91. And these were provided by a company called Skytel and then a couple other companies. And I heard, there was this dude who was talking about having him join Team Taz. So I was like, yeah, I could do that. And I remember saying something along the lines of like, yeah, if you give me a hotline, I'm gonna show people something they ain't never seen before. And he was kind enough to actually give me a line and break me into the business. And this was kind of ironic because that's how wrestling was back then. We didn't advertise wrestling schools. You had to break in. You had to know somebody in the business to get into the business. And so this is actually would be my introductory spot to the business, believe it or not. I actually had an interview with a wrestler on these hotlines. And then it became an issue. There's too many people doing it. And so they started to crack down on it. But that would lead to another meeting later on. But what makes it fun is that we would find out at the time, 900 numbers are a big deal too. And WCW has one. And the WCW Hotline is, updated through an 800 number. So that's how you get in. But it's also part of a bigger network. So if you're going to be a part of that network, you can get in with certain access codes. And so once we started getting into the WCW line, we started finding like psychics and anything that was available on 900 numbers. That would be awesome. And then we called the psychics and talked to them. And, in a way, I feel bad because, they weren't being compensated properly through the phone company. But then again, it was paid through the vendor to them, and the phone company paid them. It wasn't like it was a direct deal with the phone company and them. Not usually the best of people that were involved in those lines and those kind of deals. Hey, everybody needs to make a living. I don't know what your life is or what you're doing and what choices you made. That's up on you. I ain't got no say in that. No judgment here. I'm just saying that a lot of the people that I dealt with in certain areas, don't be surprised by some of the results. You know what I'm saying? But either way, that's a quick story for you. Got free psychic lines by calling the 800 number that was provided to us by doing wrestling updates and listening to the WCW Hotline, listening to the Mean Gene updates talking about all the little secret news that he was promoting on WCW television. And I feel partly responsible for it getting out because it was pretty secretive for a while. And then as I was leaving the hotline scene, I decided to pay it off as a gift to one of Oh, geez. There's telephone, telegraph, and tele-wrestler, or anything that is a person with a loose lips, as they say. So, yeah, once it got in his hands, I kind of knew it would happen, and it did. It did. It spread like wildfire, and soon everybody knew the secret WCW hotline. So, WCW was probably curious why they had so much traffic, but not the income to match, I guess. So either way, yeah, that's my story, that's my spiel. This is my makeup for my other introduction. Hope you enjoy. I hope this finds you well. And if you're watching me now, I can't do anything where I'm at, but you certainly can. So whatever's bothering you, whatever's eating at you, if you can do something about it, do it. But if you can't, and it's still eating at you, let's try to find something else to do for now, huh?